guys, we're sitting here by the fire with John. Now, John does amazing videos talking about trends. So we thought we'd try some tequila and trends. So trends that are going on currently in the real estate market while sitting by a fire and drinking. What can go wrong? So we're starting with Ghost Spicy Tequila.
That's the trend for today. Spicy.
Spicy. Well, let's talk about that. What in the real estate market right now is spicy? What's hot?
Ooh, what's hot?
What's hot right now? I'm gonna take a sip while you can.
Let's do that. So I think when the market rate started to go up around like 10 months ago, it took a little bit of time for the consumers to adjust and get used to that new rate.
Yeah.
Right. And we saw a little bit of a slowdown for like 6 months or so, and coming into this year, we still saw the market was slow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But right now, the market have picked up.
So the market's getting
because people were, a lot of the consumers, a lot of the buyers, sellers, and even some agents were wondering, like, are we going to have a spring market like normal, or is it going to be delayed, or is it going to be a slow spring market? Guess what? I think the spring market is back, because what we're seeing right now is, this is in the DMV, the number of homes sold is up month over month.
Oh wow.
March over February. April numbers not out yet, but March over February 2023 we're up like 37%. And here's a crazy number.
Wait, so it's up 37%?
Up 37% over last month.
Oh wow.
And then the number of homes active on the market, the inventory basically, is up 50-something% right now.
Where before it was zero.
Yeah. So like all these people saying there's no inventory. No, there's inventory. The inventory is actually going up, and there's more inventory today, by 57% more inventory on the market
than last
today
month.
than there was last month.
So if you're in that, so the spiciness right now is the market is there's inventories. It's not where it was, 2-3 years ago yet, but month over month, the spicy is it's back. It's getting back. So all that negative kind of connotation of you can't do anything is not necessarily continuing.
Correct.
All right. Well, I'll drink to that spicy. Cheers. This is a Ghost.
That's good.
That's good.
That's really
That's good. I think it's even better because we had spicy right before.
We're just continuing with the spicy trend.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Oh,
spicy drinks.
That's smoky.
And that was
so good.
That's good.
That's good.
Is that spicy too?
I don't think it's spicy. I think it's just
smoky.
I think we're recovering.
I think we're so spicy.
So that together actually is awesome. So let's go with smoke. Let's go with, we have the next tequila is the Illegal Mezcal. There's that nice, beautiful, smoky taste to it. The smoking gun. Is there a smoking gun in real estate right now? Is there something that's going to bring that people are worried about, that you're like, that's something I'm paying attention to? Or is there not? Is there a smoking gun out there?
So people are worried, is the market going to crash?
Yeah.
Right? Are prices going to go down? Here's the thing. Prices are up. Prices are up month over month. Prices are up this quarter. Prices is a little bit lower than it was last year.
Okay. But last year
was an anomaly of a year. The last couple of years have been an anomaly. But if you look at the trends, short-term trend, the last 4, 5, 6 months, the prices are going up again. And so we're getting close to what the prices were last year already.
Wow.
So when people are saying like, hey, I'll just wait it out and wait for the market to crash or whatever it is, because the rates are up. But here's what we're finding, because rates are up, but inventory, even though inventory is up compared to last month, there's still not enough inventory to accommodate the number of buyers that's willing to buy right now. There is still a lack of inventory to accommodate.
So if inventory catches up, let's just say the inventory catches up, will that cause a crash? Is that a smoking gun?
I don't think so. So we're gonna. So I've been in real estate since like 2004. Okay. So I was part of that amazing crash of 2008.
Yeah, and I became a lender in 2011, 2012. So I was the recovery phase of it.
So you saw that, where people were getting into loans and mortgages back in like 2004, 2005, 2006, when they couldn't actually qualify. Right?
But that was, if you looked at it, it was obviously they should never have had those homes.
They shouldn't even have had the mortgage approved in the beginning.
Correct.
But it was approved when the rates adjusted. They couldn't afford it anymore. Yeah. So one thing that you can be like confident about in today's market, people who are in mortgages today, they actually qualified. If anything happened, if rates can go up or down or whatever, they're still qualified. So
That's true. Okay.
that was the other factor of market crashing back in '08. It was all of a sudden there was an influx of inventory. There's a whole bunch of people who couldn't qualify anymore, so they were losing houses. Prices went down because of the factor of people losing their homes.
And then a lot of the ARM adjustable rates
All went up.
all went up and got hit too.
And they got hit,
Yep.
and so these people can't afford it. So they were selling,
Yeah.
and they were selling. So there's an influx of inventory, and there was an influx of people who couldn't qualify all of a sudden, and there's a whole bunch of people who just lost a whole bunch of houses. So it was just like the perfect divorce of a beautiful situation,
Got it.
all happening at the same time. Where today, the rates went up. It's like more than doubled since where it was like last year, but it's not to the point where it was,
It's not going to crash.
people can still afford it.
Yeah.
And people in homes today, they're not losing their homes. They actually qualify to be in those
That's
homes.
true. And most of them aren't using ARMs, aren't using
Exactly.
weird programs. They're actually the normal
Always have
conventional.
no income, no
AFA.
assets.
Yeah, no assets.
No income.
Remember the pay stub loans?
Pay
You
stub
walked with a
loans.
pay stub, put it down, and that was your loan.
There was a loan called the Nina loan.
Yep.
No income, no assets
Yep.
back in the day, and that's not there anymore. So
Thank God.
So it's a safer place right now to own a home and buy a home, and real estate is just
Yeah.
it's more stable than it was back in 04, 05, 06, all the way to 2008.
So we learned from the 2008, which has put us in the situation now where we just need a little bit more inventory. Maybe it'll stable out a little bit more that way, but that crash, as we're all concerned about, is a smoking gun. Could it happen? Possibly, but we're a lot more prepared for anything that's happened than we were before.
Exactly.
So that's awesome. So don't be as worried.
It's a great place to be right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
By the fire,
By the fire.
drinking tequila
Drinking
that's
tequila.
smoky. This is awesome. Okay, we're going to move on to another tequila. This one's the Lobos Reposado. This one's smooth. It's smoother than the first two we had. Either the first two ones were delicious. What in this smoothness would you say is a key to a smooth transaction in real estate?
So the key to a smooth transaction, I think, is communication.
Okay.
The biggest issue usually in real estate is lack of communication. So you're gonna have a smooth transaction, communication from all parties. And one of the things that we do on our team is we actually guarantee the communication. With sellers, we want to make sure that if at any time a seller, one of our clients, or our buyers look for us, and we want to make sure we communicate. So we actually have in writing a guarantee that if we don't respond within 24 hours, and 24 hours is a long time.
It's a long time.
But if for some reason we don't communicate back within that time frame, we'll actually rebate back a portion of our income as a penalty on our side to make sure that our clients are communicated to.
Who does that? That's amazing.
Because it's the number one thing that I'm like, I want to make sure that our clients, they feel like they're in the loop, they're communicated, they're listened to and heard.
That's phenomenal.
Smooth transit.
So
smooth.
So smooth is communication.
Yes.
And with Fine Living, they not only do they have smooth transactions, they also have it in writing.
Yes. In
That's
writing.
awesome.
It's part of our guarantees.
That's amazing. Well,
And
Cheers.
this is really
this
good.
is actually really good. Like this is very smooth.
Yes.
I got nothing. I'm just gonna
I
guess.
think people want to know the ghost story.
Oh God. So John's learning golf. I'm bad at golf, which makes us pretty close to competitive. What we've learned is that we really like playing in tournaments because tournaments, 4 people get an opportunity to hit, but it allows us to also have fun without having to worry about it.
Yes.
So we went to the Santana Moss tournament last year, wasn't it?
It was Santana Moss tournament. Yep.
Go ahead.
And we went through 17 holes, and usually at tournaments, somebody will be feeding you liquor along one of
Pretty
these holes,
consistently.
right? And so we had our barbecue, we had food, we had everything.
There was drinks that were there.
Yes, and we had drinks. And
But-
the whole time I was like, where's the liquor? Hole, what was it, hole 17?
It was our 17th hole. I don't know if it was hole 17, but it was our
It was
17th
our
hole.
17th hole. We finally pulled up at this booth, and it was Ghost Tequila.
Ghost Tequila.
Right? I wish we had Ghost Tequila at hole number 1.
Oh.
On our 17th hole, we finally got our tequila, and I swear after, I think it was a 7-hour golf day.
Yeah. One of our members who was amazing, she knows everybody. So what took some people 4 or 5 hours, took us almost 7, because she talked 20
To
minutes at every
everybody.
hole.
To everybody.
It was awesome.
And it was great. It's not a complaint, but at the 17th hole, I needed a drink. And Ghost Tequila solved that problem.
And they were amazing people. And we walk into the clubhouse, and they were already giving out awards, and then we're like, we're just waiting on one score. We're like, we're right here. It's us, guys. We're sorry we're 8 hours late. Some people were even leaving.
Right. And we had and we walked away with Ghost Tequila hats too, I think.
Yeah, we did. I got one upstairs.
You got one upstairs. I got one at home.
But it was awesome. That was cool. So smooth sailing, smooth transactions. I don't know.
This is a wild card.
This is a wild card. This one's an older tequila given to us by a friend. The reason that we have it, and I'll try to show it, is I don't know how much you guys are gonna see this, but it's actually got the worm in it. Now, I've never had a tequila with the worm in it.
Neither have I. I've seen one.
I've seen it. I've looked. I'm not eating the worm.
I've eaten the worm.
You've eaten the
but
worm?
I'm not eating that one.
No, I'm not eating this one.
No.
This one's been here for decades. Well, smell that. It smells old. So
It smells sweet.
I don't know what this is. Monte Alban. No clue.
No idea.
But I will try a dash of this.
Yes.
You in?
I'm in.
All right.
A dash.
A dash. So, as we're doing, just a dash. There we go.
That's
Just a dash.
perfect.
That's perfect. Yeah, I don't want to. There we go.
Perfect.
So, in this is old. This is old tequila with a worm in it. It sounds like the market's new.
Yes.
The way that everything's transactional-wise, the way that it's moving, is something we haven't quite seen before.
Yes.
Is there any old advice, anything that from the past that you're saying, this is going to be okay, in your mind? I mean, again, none of us have a crystal ball. We can't guarantee anything. But in your mind, is there something from the past you can go, this advice is the best advice that I've gotten. This advice, I think, helps us through what we're getting through now.
Who's my audience?
But let's say buyers and sellers. If you're a buyer and seller, what old, like, 2004 thing that you're like, this applies now? I've heard this. I agree to it. It's awesome.
This always applies to all the time. Work with a reputable agent. Like
That's fair.
You know, that's I think is crucial. You gotta
Yeah.
work with, and then listen to your agent. If you trust your agent, obviously you don't pick an agent by how much that agent costs.
That's true.
Pick the agent by the reputation, by the reviews, by what other people say. If the agent's willing to give you some kind of guarantees, hey, like for our team, we put our money where our mouth is.
Yeah.
If we tell you like, hey, your home's worth X and we don't get you X, we'll pay you the difference. We'll reduce our commission to get you the difference. And so an agent who's willing to put their money where their mouth is, that's what you're gonna. That's crucial.
So that's amazing to hear. So you know that you walk in with X amount of guarantees.
Yes.
Which a lot of agents don't do that.
Yep.
And by going with Fine Living in that world, you're saying, I'm one of the best at what's being done. And because I'm one of the best, I can guarantee X, Y, and Z.
I'm so confident that I can get you a certain price that I say you're gonna get.
Oh.
And if I'm wrong, it's on me.
That's it. There's a reason that you hear him.
It's on me.
It's on me.
It's on me.
It's on
right?
you.
So if I'm wrong on the price, it's on me.
Yeah.
So that's crucial right now in this market. Because even though the market looks like it's picking up and it's still a market where if you price your home wrong, it's still going to be an issue.
Yeah.
A pretty good market. If you want to buy a home, the reason why it's a good market right now is because last year if you try to buy a home, that home, if you blink, would have been sold.
Yeah.
In today's market, the average days on the market have doubled since last year. It gives you more time than you had last year to actually breathe and do your inspections if you need to, and still do your pre-inspections, make sure the home is in good shape, but at least you have a chance to think it over. It's a better time for you as a buyer. And there's more inventory than last year, so you have more homes to choose from than what you had last year. So those are two good points. If you're a buyer or seller, you can still get your price. You can still, if you do it right and you work with an agent who knows what the hell they're doing, you can get the home marketed correctly, priced correctly, and you'll get your home sold in no time, but it has to be done right. It's not like last year where you can just blindly put your home on the market and stick a price that's unrealistic and you'll still get an offer, right?
Yeah.
In today's market, it's more of you have to do it right, marketing, pricing, strategies, everything, and if you do it right, you'll get your home sold in no time.
Listen to that. Listen to John. Tequila and Trends.
Tequila and Trends.